Have you ever signed a record deal before?
Fuck no.
Have you been offered a deal in the past?
Yeah, but that shit wouldn't make sense.
How many? How many offers?
A couple just wouldn't make sense though.
Were these offers from a major record label or major artists at the time? Independent record label or independent artists at the time?
I got a couple offers for some majors and independent at the same time as well. It offers be all over the place, you know what I'm saying?
Care to share any of the major names?
I don't really nah. I don't really fuck with nothing about a major label or anything like that. High key, to be real with you. I wouldn't even really let them get the fun of it.
Why not?
It's just because it's just out the simple fact it's like I don't know, it's kind of funny as fuck, like when you just I don't know. I be timid. Just a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? Especially after when you don't accept offers and shit from labels and shit like that. So, nah, I don't want nothing to be a blurb or anything in a video post where they can see my name, flag my music, fucking flag anything, fucking tag me to any of my samples, any of that shit. Dub, I'm not, nope, I don't, no.
Now, with those previous offers you received, what was that courting process like?
What do you mean?
How did record labels wine and dine you, so to speak, to get you to sign to them?
I don't do none of that. I don't do none of that shit at all whatsoever. I do not do none of that. I don't even talk to them niggas. I don't let them meet me, no nothing. Me and my team, we got a strict policy, let alone me and my manager. It's like, if they want me for the bag, why would they meet me first? You know what I'm saying? So we never even really walked in no offices, none of that shit. We gonna keep it on the phone until the bag is there. Like until everything is situated how it needs to be, then that's you feel me, how we taking it. But I done met you know what I'm saying, I done met up with people, niggas try to take me on lunch and shit like that, met up with people A&Rs and shit, but I don't really have time for anything else. Like I just take everything else through the phone because it's just literally bullshit. And at the end of the day, these rap, it's not the same now, you know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, the A&R that's in your DM really just in your DM to tell his college homie that he spoke to you. Like, he ain't really trying to connect no dots and nothing. He just want to tell his homie, like, yeah, I talk to Polo all the time. That's my boy. Like, no. Fuck no.
Now, be that as it may, are you opposed to a record deal in the future?
No, I have my own record company, my own record label, and I'll do my own situations like that. It'll probably be some of the fairest deals ever.
Just for clarification, you currently have your own imprint, or you're going to have your own imprint?
We I wouldn't even say I have my own imprint, not through no major label, nothing like that. We starting it up though. That's really what it is after separation from everybody else.
You want to clarify when you say separation from everyone else?
I mean, you feel me? 3500 is my imprint, it's my business, my label that I'm starting up. Dude, I just separated from Surf Gang, so it's like I'm just taking everything else and putting it on my plate at the end of the day, because, instead of you, like, pushing something that you don't really own or have nothing, like, ownership to or anything like that, you could just do that shit for yourself. You know what I mean? Make your vision how you want your vision. Make your image how you want your image. You know what I'm saying? You reach out to the audience you want to. You don't got to be like forced to go to the audience because, you know what I'm saying? That's where the people see the vision for their company. Nah.
Respectfully asking you this question here. Did you leave Surf Gang or did Surf Gang leave you?
No, I left Surf Gang. And I had to leave. Shit wasn't really looking too right over there at all. It wasn't even making half a sense. So I had to dip out of there.
Anything you want to shed any more light on?
That's just really it. You know what I'm saying? Like, as you can tell, I'm more so like independent type of person. I don't really see myself, you know, partnering up with no like labels or anything else like that right now. It's just like, you know what I mean? Like if people want to do that with their career, they can go ahead and do it. Personally, me, I got a lot of shit I gotta pick up on. Like I'm a footwork type of rapper. I don't really do this whole internet shit. I go out and get my fan base, you know, my shows, like everything that I do, you know what I'm saying? It's like real core audience. I don't really do this internet shit. And I just seen a lot of shit going towards digital ways, and that's not even how I grew up seeing music. So
Safe to call you independent at this point?
yeah, I've always been independent.
How long would you say you've been independent for, rough estimate? How many years?
Whole career. Like,
You able to put a numerical number on that?
like shit, like probably like 6 years. Seriously independent 6 years. I was rapping before then, but it's just like, you know what I mean, taking music serious. Yeah, like 6 years.
Now, you hinted at this with previous portion of questions, but going to ask you blatantly here. So, and if you feel like you've already answered this, we could skip it. But if you want to add on to it, of course you can. What's that really like, being independent?
It's amazing. And when you see the deals that these niggas are signing out here, and you see the percentages these niggas are giving up, and you see niggas don't own their masters, niggas don't own their copyright, niggas don't own their publishing, niggas like, bro, niggas is just out here just giving it all up for the free ski. Real thoughts, you feel me? So nah, I love being independent. I keep all my shit.
Any other pros or cons of being independent?
Man, shit. If I split the bag with, I want to split the bag with.
Any further pros or cons of being independent?
Niggas know, you know how the little phone ass niggas try to play you and shit, act like, you know, as if since you're independent or you don't got label backing up and shit like that. Like, they always gonna try to make it seem like like you missing that final piece, and that final piece is the label, and it's really not. That final piece is just the team that you circulate around you. Feel me? You could go to the label for that if you want to, or you could sit your ass down and utilize the people around you and realize, you know what I'm saying? Just create a team of people that want to see you actually do good instead of some random white niggas in the office.
Any more pros or cons of being independent?
That's it.
As an independent artist, are you offended when a major record label artist plays independent when they secretly signed a record deal already?
They do that shit all the time.
What do you make of that when you...
All the time. That shit's corny as fuck. They gotta stop doing that shit. It doesn't look right. It doesn't look right when you have bodied numbers and not signed. It just doesn't look right. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, they're gonna keep doing that shit just just to make the standard of an actual independent artist not look good. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta think about it. You throw a nigga that's being pushed by all these playlists and shit next to a nigga that's like actually independent, you're gonna make it seem like the nigga that's actually independent, that, you feel me, gotta put in hard work and shit, and thug for his audience. You're gonna make it seem like that nigga ain't doing shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna always make people want, it's gonna fuck the standard up from what people should actually go out and get, from what people actually are gonna end up wanting. You know what I'm saying? Because then when they see like, oh nigga, he independent, and he got millions of streams, and he doing this and that, that's not the case. It's not the case at all. So.
Are you able... Is there a hint on the bots?
Is there a hint on the bots?
Yeah.
Do we know who's being pushed industry?
Well, are you able to spot...
Plants?
Are you able to spot an artist that has bots? And if so, what is that hint? Because
you can't really... The way this shit is all set up, you can't really tell who got bots, because they're gonna throw it in this thing called a playlist. And a playlist is just gonna, you know, do its thing, but it's the same shit, bro. You know what I mean? If I know this playlist right here got high algorithm, and at the end of the day, it don't matter if it's on jack shit ass. I put this on this playlist, it's gonna go. That's not natural. That's not organic. That's not nothing. That's not even marketing. What would you call that?
You also mentioned a phrase, industry plant. There are viewers, listeners, that have heard that phrase before, but don't know exactly what that is. Are you able to define that?
Yeah, industry plant. Industry plant 101. Industry plant is the lamest nigga in the industry. The industry plant will play. He'll play underground whole time. Have every connection he needs. He come around the underground niggas. He come around, you know, the niggas that's not too up there, you know what I mean? Just to jock culture and swag. Industry plant nigga, he not gonna be from like where the culture and shit happening. They gonna create this little nigga to start adjusting to that type of shit. And then once he start adjusting to that type of shit, they gonna get every bit and piece of your culture and everything else that you need. So whether y'all niggas rocking the Mary jeans, whether y'all niggas rocking Vizu, whatever the fuck it is, they gonna make sure that nigga able to throw that shit on, clone himself right into y'all, right into your crew and everything. And all the light that you should have on your crowd, your scene, your come up, your anything, they gonna make sure they direct it towards that nigga. Cause he already got everything else you need, you know what I'm saying? He got the marketing team, got everything and all that shit. You and your niggas, y'all still making shit straight. You know what happens after that. That's an industry plant. Type nigga that they just throw in the mix, like, you know what I'm saying? And they throw him in the mix in the weirdest way. They'll have him in the mix, like, at a very low stage. Very, very low stage. Low following, all that shit. Or maybe sometimes they'll throw him in, like, 10K following range and shit like that. Nigga pop up to your city, start chilling with niggas you know, being around niggas you know what I'm saying? Shopping where you shopping, shit like that. Just start paying attention to them shit niggas, like, shape-shifting ass niggas.
You also mentioned the phrase underground. What is your definition of that phrase?
Underground is mean, you know what I'm saying? The standard of your come up, like that's just really it. You got niggas that come up through their family. There's a bunch of family favorites out here. You got niggas that come up through their family. You got niggas that come up through, like, you know what I mean, like natural push. And then you got niggas that's coming up through the shows they doing, the events they doing, publications that they doing, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you actually seeing their grind. Like, each and every step, that's underground for me. And it's not really about, like, a nigga have 1 billion views, still be underground. It's just about how he decide to grind. That's what makes him underground, you know what I'm saying? When a lot of artists, like, the niggas ain't going to these storefronts. They can't, you feel me, be at the stores, like, in these cities, like, you know what I'm saying, shopping and shit. No security, no nothing like that. You know, they got no actual, like, foundation or no street essence. Not even, like, you know what I'm saying, on no tough shit, not like that, but just on the essence of being, like, outside. There's some niggas that you see outside, you're like, I need to punch on this nigga. Like, if I see this nigga outside, I'm gonna whoop his ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's not the type of essence you're gonna get from an underground nigga. Because when you see an underground nigga, you're gonna see, like, that nigga's loved, he's respected, a whole bunch of other shit. Underground is where you really, really want to be, instead of this mainstream shit. This mainstream shit, they just tricking us to throw everything away.
Anything else you want to mention about underground, industry plants, or independent? Or a question you weren't asked, people want to know about any of this stuff.
Industry plant. That's it.
Now, when it comes to your own imprint, you mentioned the name 3800?
3500.
3500, excuse me. What's the meaning behind that name?
Shit, 3500 it's been a lifestyle. It's been my life. It's been everybody's life around me for the past, like, shit, I can't even tell you. It's how we all came up and got it, really. Any niggas you see that's really in my true circle, niggas that actually do know me, niggas that know my first and last name for real. Like, them niggas will tell you, like, it's just been how we've been living for the last, like, 10 years. It really came from the storefront. Like, we used to all just sit in front of trapper shit. And then he just is like, man, you're gonna have to put some umph into this shit. So we just set up our own landmark. Instead of being the 3355, we just named it 3500. You feel me? That was our spot. That's where we trapped that, post that. Everything.
Was this a name you created yourself or someone coined for you?
No, we coined it as a group, high key. Just to make it, you know what I'm saying, just to make it short, actually make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? So I named it 3355.
When it was 3355, was that something you created or coined or someone else coined?
No, you'll never know the address because we say 3500. That's not the address. It's 3355. You just don't know the block, so that's why we keep it 3500 as well.
But just for clarification, was that something you started, even when it was 3350?
Me and my brothers. I was never in front of that store alone. It was us. So.
And using the phrase brother literally, as in biological or figuratively speaking?
Pretty much damn near biological, but not biological.
Now, are you the only recording artist on this imprint?
I don't know.
There are others.
There's a couple others, but I don't want to spoil it.
Before this interview ends, is there anything else you were not asked, fans want to know, people want to know? Is there anything you want to address while you're here? Anything else you didn't get a chance to mention you'd like to mention now?
Shit, nigga. Everything coolin', man. No, I'm not with them niggas no more, man. That shit's a dub. That's it. Let's get to it.
Any loose ends you want to tie from this interview with the previous topics you were asked? Anything unspoken you want to speak on? Anything that needs further clarification from what was said in this interview?
I'm not surf gang. That is it.
Any final words?
I'm not surf gang.